Hey, happy Sunday. Okay, little Sunday roundup of what we put out last week for anyone who missed in case any of it's helpful for you. Okay, so in addition to last Sunday's October 29th roundup, we had another video out actually that day. And it was about, and it stemmed from someone who asked me a question that day, um, what you taking early retirement would mean if you subsequently were to take a spousal benefit or an ex-spousal benefit, because it will affect it. So you have to know what that is. That was on Sunday. On Monday the 30th, we talked about, it was kind of a long story. It was the overpayment challenges that can affect both blind and non-blind. And of course, there's different SGA numbers for blind beneficiaries versus non-blind but disabled beneficiaries. So the particular situation involved someone who, a blind person who got himself into an overpayment situation. And all that goes, what goes into that? The next day, that would be Tuesday, Halloweeny, we're talking about the award rates because the waterfall chart tells us what gets awarded at each stage. And they put this out generally every year. So we talked about what the award rates were most recently through all the stages. So you can have an idea of chances of prevailing across the board. Obviously, each particular case stands on its own, right? And if you have the stronger kind of case and do a lot of work on your case and pay attention to it, you are more likely, I think, to be in the awarded section at any of the levels going on. Okay, so that was Halloween. The next day, November 1st, this was, oh yeah, this was about current major scams going on really across the globe, but of course the people I'm aware of are here in the States. And it's particularly about seniors, often widowers or divorcees, who are literally preyed upon by individuals that are probably part of a big cartel. I call it a cartel. Big organizations that do very patient grooming, but it's surprising how fast, an adult who's been around for a long time can be groomed and suckered in, and to the point where they lose everything. They could also be money laundering. Little do they know it because they think it's their girlfriend. Yeah, so that one was very troubling for me, but I just had to get it out there because it was killing me because of some things I'd recently learned within my family. So okay, that was November 1st. November 2nd, that must be Thursday. A cautionary tip for when you are talking to your doctors about your goings on in your life and how to be careful when you discuss, if you choose to discuss your recreational activities with your doctor, and some of the things, the unintentional things that can result if you're not careful. And then Friday, of course, we had our Friday fraud law review, and that one was about an SSA employee down in, I'm going to say it wrong, Decatur, Georgia. Am I saying it right? Who stole SSI benefits from at least 6 people by finagling, where their money got sent to. PayPal's actually named the banking or whatever it is, PayPal, the entity that was in fact being used by this scamster employee. But we also had a regular share also, and it involved discussing how long we are currently waiting for an ALJ hearing once we appeal for it. And the trends that have happened in recent years, you might be surprised to learn when they have been fastest, okay? And that they are getting longer and longer now. We did have them short for quite a while. And it's definitely dependent on the particular OHO office. Some are just better at getting things moved along than others. Of course, I always have to give the warning that be careful what you wish for, because a super fast hearing might mean that the reasons you lost below, you will not have time to correct before your hearing, and you have a greater chance of being denied a hearing. Just a caution, okay, for whom the shoe fits. So that was Friday. Saturday, it was another cautionary tale about, interestingly, about fishing. You'd be surprised how often fishing comes up as a hobby in Social Security disability or SSI cases, and really how you have to be really careful how you explain things, because even fishing can be part of a reason to sink your ship. Okay, so pay attention to that one if the shoe fits. And that's it. That was the week, guys. I'll see you next week. Have a good one. Bye.